We back. Okay. Real quick. We got a lot of stuff to do today. Not really. Just wanna get this done. But I don't think I'll be done with it. I also need to eat. Instead I fell asleep. I'm low-key upset. I posted I did a quick shoot with somebody at my school. She asked me to be a model. So like you didn't see much of my skin and stuff, like of my face, and it was essentially about lotion and cream and stuff. So she put like lotion on my hand, and when I looked at the photo, that looked like the Evangelion scene. You know which one. And there was another picture of me, like of the back of my neck, that looked pretty nice. And I thought, okay, yeah, let me post this one and the one with the hand, even if it does look kind of crazy. I posted in like 10 minutes. I get one comment, my brother, who says, "Just ew." Oh man, I shouldn't have posted it. This is awful, bro. I'm looking for music. Hold on, bro. It's only like copyright stuff. What was Misty Streets again? Like I'm looking for Unity stuff. Hold on. Comment number one, just ew. I thought, okay, fair enough, but in my defense, I put pause. Okay, I put pause on the photo. I just thought the shooting was cool. It was like my first time anybody has ever asked me to be their model. You know, so cut me some slack at least. So I'm like, okay, bro. I thought I was gonna ignore it, and I'm chilling. I get another notification. Oh, another comment. I'm not thinking much because somebody liked it. Like you get the notification of somebody who liked um the story. But I didn't. Then I saw at the same time that there was a comment as well. I look at the comment. It's a classmate of mine. What does he write? Come tribute. I had to archive the story. I just had to. And then I just archived it. I kept the story of kept the other story of me and like the back of my neck. Yeah, I just kept it. I didn't archive it nor delete it, and I just put, and then I made a second story. I just wrote "never again" in French. This is what happens when you want to venture into like new stuff. Maybe I should have kept it, but just know that this is the kind of bullshit that you have to deal with. I understand it now. Absolutely ridiculous. You know what? In hindsight, it is kind of funny, but bro, this is like actually ridiculous. Like actually ridiculous. This is so stupid. I hate people. Oh, I didn't turn on the other programs. Hold on. It's fine though. I think it did make me kind of upset, admittedly. Because I will say that I will admit that I did feel a bit embarrassed to a certain extent because it's not the best look to have somebody telling you something like this on your public story, you know. Um, but I guess I mean I won't take it necessarily as badly, you know. Oh yeah, I need to add Sakura page. Should I should have saved it, to be honest. Every time I'm never ready. I'll get to it. I also need to turn on the other side. Oh yeah, today I spent some time again showing some animation cuts to animators and telling, like, just simply talking about them and what I find special about their styles and stuff. Because I love doing that and I love flexing my animation knowledge. I didn't know Kato Kosuke animated for My Hero. Probably not many scenes, but it's very surprising. Just looking for the JJK episode. Oh, there it is. What a greatly animated scene. So expressive. Like, I'm looking at the lines and simply drawing his style, like trying to copy his style, is like really inspiring, very beneficial. So interesting the way he draws. So expressive. I just need to adjust the time, of course. Especially when I put emphasis on the push right there. Maybe I should. Yeah, maybe synchronize it. Yeah. Sometimes when things are desynchronized, it's kind of satisfying in a way. Yeah, maybe it's better like this. Like, I think in a fight, I'm not sure if it's possible to make things as expressive like this. Like, it looks, maybe in real life it doesn't look all that great, but seeing it like this in animation, so nice looking. Anyway, just need to put it on the other screen. So good. Okay, I paused at the perfect moment. Okay, let me just finish the keyframes and then I just do the in-betweens. Because it seems like there aren't many in-betweens to add actually. As the style is mostly like, what is it again? Very keyframe focused, if that makes sense. Okay, here's the block. I think I'll animate this and then the straightened out jab. You can call it a jab. I feel like I have to wait to the heads on force. Okay. Not sure why I'm not for drawing. What's going on? So annoying. Let me just save it. Seems that there are like some bugs that just happen. I'm not sure why. But it's okay. I just had to check something real quick before I end up like doxing myself with some nonsense. And I just hadn't noticed. Bro said, ew, bro. Can't do shit nowadays. Yeah, I need to quit the app. Hold on. Oopsie. What the hell happened? Oh, no, sorry, I just. Maybe it wasn't the best time to stream because I'm just checking my DMs and stuff. Just some stuff happening with my friends, but it's okay. Friendships are complicated. I didn't. Well, it depends actually, but I never really grew up. Finally, never really grew up with like friendships. I don't want to say it like in a sad kind of way. Like I don't want that corny ass sympathy or whatever. Um, just that something that just simply what happens. That's fine. That's fine. Just interesting to see it from an adult's perspective. God damn, I'm an adult in it. I'm a grown ass man. Crazy in it. But having friendships, like real friendships, where with people that you genuinely hang with and stuff. It's interesting how you don't. Yeah, things just seem different in a way. Let me think. I don't know what I'm saying. It's just like yesterday. Or was it 2 days ago? No, it was yesterday. I actually didn't plan on streaming today. It's just that I thought, yeah, since I want to continue this animation, I might as well stream at the same time. I also took some time to get the stream running because I just kept procrastinating, as I usually do. Let me be more efficient. Like the lines to me, all the lines that I'm drawing look so ugly to me. Yet when I go back to replaying the footage, I'm thinking, oh, this works actually really well. That's a crazy looking hand. Oh, I forgot to put it in the. Forgot to put the music on. Like the playlist thingy, the auto-generated playlist. Not sure how to draw this arm, if I'm being honest. It's hard to tell when it bends like this or like this. I need to think about projects I need to do for my art class. I have a lot of projects to do. It's actually it's actually really fun to just let yourself go and draw your lines like this. Like I'm like the torso is so long, very lanky. I kind of like it. Okay, just kind of altered this entire build. Seems like from the other keyframe, not much has changed in the pose. So what I'm trying to convey. I also need to focus on the pivotal point because it needs to kind of pivot, like, you know, this is where the angle starts. Like, this is where the angle starts, and, well, the less the line, the more line distance is it itself from the main point, the more gap is being created between the two lines. And I tend to just do parallel lines, but that doesn't always really work. That's the kind of stuff I tend to think about whenever I'm animating. I feel like for once I've finally found something that I could nerd out about, and I ended up sort of abandoning it. Even now I'm thinking, I'm not sure why. Because yesterday, it's not like it really bothered me. But I did talk about stuff like fulfillment and how I thought it wouldn't really impact me as much as I thought it would impact me. In a sense where the outcome didn't really matter to me. But I just replayed the same animation like 7 different times or something. Maybe I'm lying to myself, or I don't know. And I'm not sure what it is. I'm too focused on. Maybe I am focused on the outcome. I'm unsure. I don't know what to turn on. Oh, I was at snowy apartment in the game. I wasn't a fan of the world. It was pretty confusing. Didn't know where to go. Just put the jazz station. The theme's so good. Where are the playlists? Having to change the music manual is kind of annoying, so I guess you have to witness my YouTube feed. Unfortunately. Ox battles, but it's UK Underground. Okay. Location mode. Oh yeah, that's Balloon 99. Why is it in Japanese? Is that Wombo Combo? Road Sign. Oh yeah, I showed a reel of Road Sign to the same classmate. That's the manga that the guy who created Death Note made, I think. Study color theory from a professional. That's sick. I'll just go for a simple one. If it lets me choose the video. Jesus Christ. Bro, nothing is working today. This is unprecedented or whatever. Unprecedented. I'm so tired. What's going on? Like stalling like this is so stupid. It's really as if nothing wants me to go well. At least my feed isn't all that bad, to be honest. It could be better though. And on my phone it's much more different than on desktop. That always happens. Oh well. Stupid delays. And it took some time off my timer. I still have 17 minutes left, so it should be fine. I don't know who it was. Maybe I saw it on Instagram or something, but I saw a post about Monster the other day, and it really made me want to watch it again. Well, not watch it, but read the manga for once. I watched a good part of it with my brother, I think, or by myself. I don't remember, but I watched a good part of it with my brother, and it was really good, like really good. Like I was really hooked, and I was like 13 watching it. That was during the time I was watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure at the same time, so I was surprised that I even got hooked into something like um, Monster, since it's a way more mature show, you know. Oh yeah, I didn't show off the thing that I produced. And low-key, I kind of don't want to, because I like it, but there's something about it I don't like at the same time. I think that I get actual viewers. It's gonna be like I gotta do that, like this stuff. Like I gotta do stuff like show off my stuff. Because if I already talk about it, then might as well show it, you know. I have no clue how to. Or I just directly copy this outfit, so. It's like so long. It's so nice to just tell yourself that it just doesn't matter. Because at least I know how to draw bodies, so at least I have some sort of excuse, you know? Sometimes things that look so lanky, and it would be so annoying to have some stupid tryhard in your ears telling you how wrong it is to draw bodies like this. That's something that kind of bothers me in the art community. Because you can only be renowned or have a very, very particular style to justify stuff like this. Except that I don't really have a style that necessarily justifies it. Or maybe it's in development, you know, who knows. But it's this I don't know, this way of policing art styles, like these trivial things that should be the least of artists' worries that keep policed on, up to the point where people just end up stop drawing. I hate it so much. It's so weird, very weird, and that's what I think is so hypocritical about. I keep clicking on replay. This is what I hate about art communities online. It's so lame. Okay, there's a small leap. Art communities. I want to talk about them, but I'm not sure what to say if I'm being honest. I think I've already talked about it, or made some thoughts about it. I've had some thoughts about it, but never really expressed them. But for the most part, it's sometimes it can be welcoming. Sometimes you kind of find your own niche and your own circle, but I feel like it's just these unspoken rules that I'm so not a fan of. And I feel like I've had this I guess change of mind, or I've had my thoughts developed about these communities because of art school, because of how legitimately free you are in creating whatever you want. Plus, whenever you see the same medium being utilized in every single one of the works that people post, you tend to think that this is the only way to make art, when in reality it can be as vast as it could ever be. Once you do something that people have been doing for years, but you show it off online, people think it's like the most innovative shit ever. Really, they're like, whoa, I didn't know you could do that. Of course you can do that. What do you think? It's your art. God damn it. How to. This is tricky. Kind of messed up something somewhere, but it's fine. Why is it like this though? Try to post all this. His outfit is really not making it easy. Oh yeah, yesterday after the stream I decided to listen to Netspend's latest album. It's called Early Life Crisis. I think I'm officially a Netspend hater. From what I know, he's like 19. I mean, props to him for being able to break out like this, but whenever I listen to people's music that sounds like his music, rap music that sounds like this, I think to myself, so it's that easy now to get viral. It's that easy now to make it as an artist. Because holy moly, this is the stuff that people hype up. Hold on, there's an issue probably. Yeah, it's a bit higher, isn't it? Especially, but his whole torso is detached as well, so I think I'm kind of pushing it with the lanky torso at this point. I'm not sure what to do with it. Maybe something that put me off, and that made it hard to draw this close was the fact that I missed a frame probably. But I thought it was just a keyframe, so I didn't mind all that much. Got a classmate of mine. Apparently she's gonna be gone. Oh wait, I'm gonna talk about Early Life Crisis afterwards. But got a classmate. We just randomly found out she went to Paris for a whole week. Just like that. I don't know why. To see some friends apparently. It's not even the holidays yet. But it's not like I'm gonna police whatever she's gonna do. But just interesting. So yeah, just thought about her because I like her a lot. I hope I could I haven't seen her much. I wasn't able to see her much or talk to her the last few days or weeks even. I don't know. And I won't even be able to see her all week, so that's pretty unfortunate. Just hope this could be a bit risky regarding her, like the day she's gonna have the interview to enroll into the bachelor's degree. So I just hope it's gonna go alright for her. She also signed up for a different school, but I'm not sure if apparently she likes that school more than the school that we're at right now. So yeah, I hope I'll see her again. I mean, I will see her again, of course, but I don't know. I think that's just happens when you sort of miss people. It's fine. Anyway, yeah, Netspend. Fuck Netspend. Sorry. I mean, it's not that serious, but it's just I hate listening to bad music. I think that's just part of the experience. But man, like this was This was an album. Like, oh my god, this truly was an album. I'm so tired. I'm so upset. He really animated this whole last bit in once. Well, I hate when I push that annoying quick access button. I barely use it even. And it's really sensitive too. Like before that, I didn't like. Just right now, I didn't even press it. It just turned on. Just want to see the movement. Tag, tag. Yeah. Let me make it more expressive. I like when things are more expressive. Like I really want him to like lean, you know. Like it's like a medium. No, I'm talking nonsense. Okay, yeah, back to the Netspend thing before I like oddly forget what I wanted to talk about. It just it's so disappointing to listen to an album where you think, oh, this, like every song you're like, oh, this beat is actually not that bad. Like this beat is really good. Like it was truly what I expected. First and foremost, a beat like an album where the producers carry the artist, and that sounds like hate, but man, having this happen constantly, that's where you think like, yo, there is an issue right there. You know, it's not even like it makes its own beats, because I would have cut them some slack, because it's like this whole like, because in that regard it would have been like this whole the thing that people say where it's like, yeah, this is like the producer's curse of like a producer trying to make music, trying to be a rapper, but kind of sucking at it. Let me just try something, bro, because I'm kind of confused by this pose. Yeah, this is bad. I think there was like one song that I kind of enjoyed, and again, it was mostly because of the production. And what ruins it for me is the performance of the artist, because every time you kind of listen to it, expecting something great, and every time it's like you just get disappointed, because the second the guy starts rapping, it's like, bro, I would have preferred just listening to the beat. I'm thinking about the pose. I'm not sure what I'm necessarily doing. Maybe I haven't even changed anything, but this is something. Well, one thing that is so bad about all this, to me, really, in my opinion, is that these rappers never really switch up their sound. So you just listen to the same thing, to the same beat, to the same flow, for like 2 minutes straight. Sometimes even 3 minutes. I think there was one song that was like 4 minutes long. Maybe I'm tripping, but from what I remember, it was like fairly long, more or less. And at some point you just get tired because sometimes like there are performances where you're like, bro, you really don't need to say all like to you really don't need to rap like this. Like this does not sound good. It's like he's trying to imitate something he's not. Like it's like another thing that like there are like some details about this whole rage and underground sound that bothers me is when people like there's a thing where people just constantly call themselves a rock star, something that Uzi used to say a lot, and Cardi's kinda tries to emulate in Whole Lotta Red. And since all these guys are fucking copies, it just ends up being a whole circle jerk. It feels like they're trying to roleplay. Yeah, essentially something that they are not. At some point, it just gets kind of embarrassing because it's like, do you even understand what a rock star is? You haven't listened to a lick of rock in years. You tell me you're a rock star, like so I kind of don't get it. Then you have and sorry for the blaze, but you have a guy like Slayer actually having knowledge on music and guitars and things that actually influenced him in his when he was like a kid and stuff, and re-implementing them in his own music. And suddenly it becomes burger music. What do you think? I don't know. It's bizarre. Like, what do you think all this is? I swear, Katokosuke is actually an absolute freak. I actually like the style a lot. Like the lanky. Maybe this is what I'm gonna go for ST3. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Since I wasn't very concentrated enough, let me talk about this. So this is the whole like underground sound where they're essentially just imitating a guy who's a whole group of people imitate one guy who dropped like I guess a good album in 2020. It's just good, like average good, you know. But which was still impactful. Don't get me wrong, of course. But that guy tries to imitate a rock star. Parentheses. Although every punk aspect that he appropriates feels sort of more like that. Yeah, granted, he really gets into the alternative fashion and all that stuff, but beyond that, there's nothing that really screams punk, like real punk, like, you know, the punk from the 70s and stuff. I'm not sure how the punk movement extended past that time, if I'm being honest. But one thing I can say is that it just doesn't feel as authentic. I mean, because ultimately he's rapping about the same stuff, you know. There isn't really this punk aspect. Sure, I'm getting too analytical and to like it's getting to a Anthony Fantano kind of analysis, but all I'm trying to say is that it doesn't feel authentic. The thing is, with the fact that it's this inauthentic, it ends up being it just streamlines this. It's streamlining this current generation, lacking authenticity as well in this whole persona. So you got all these quote unquote like these these people trying to look like vampires or something. You know, these guys in their skinny jeans and their dreads and stuff. They all kind of suck at making music, but since the aesthetic is kind of cool looking to most people for whatever reason, they just run with it. And the fans, they kind of project themselves into these artists because of how quote unquote cool they look. So when you have a guy like Slayer, like literally them, like just some guy who just likes video games and Greek mythology and likes to make music and has always made music on his keyboard and stuff. Like once you get a guy like this, people just end up, I don't know, like people just hate it. and for what even? Bro, it's just chilling. I remember, like, I watched the interview of him like yesterday, I think, where he addresses this stupid negative aura stuff, and he says like, yeah, at first I kind of like it was kind of funny, but then it got kind of far, and then he says like did I do something wrong? Like what did I do? And that's how it feels sometimes. It's like he seems chill as fuck. And it's so weird because when you look at him and you look at the fans, it's like you people are the same, like appearance wise, you're like the same person. Just one who genuinely truly admits his who he is, because it's really just like it's really as authentic as it gets. Because not only is he talking about his passions in his music and the way he implements his passions in his music, but he also, like, he likes it. Probably doesn't necessarily do an exorbitant amount of research, but it you can tell like he likes his influences, and therefore he instinctively studies them. He learns from them, turns them to makes out of their inspirations, turns them into their own swag, into his own swag, and creates something more authentic to himself. Because influences are streamlined out of multiple sources. Whereas where you have these artists where they say, "Oh man, Young Thug, man, I fucking loved him. Let me be just like him." Like a couple months ago, maybe a month or two ago, I saw like a guy on Instagram was some French guy and listened to his music and stuff, and I saw his appearance, and that ass, he was just French Young Thug. I was like, bro, why wouldn't I just listen to the Young Thug? What purpose do you serve to my eardrums? If the purpose to my eardrums, if that particular purpose already exists, why do you exist? Why don't you just learn from him and turn it to your own swag? And I feel like, okay, I'm kind of extending this, but when people, it feels like first and foremost, we need more nerds in the music industry, like the Tyler the Creators, I don't know, like just people who first of all, people who like music and who like making music, and this goes beyond just rapping. I mean, like, they like to play with instruments, because I mean, you don't necessarily have to be fully self-produced, but you gotta have a lick of understanding of being like, oh man, I like this beat because there's XYZ. Like, I want you to be intricate about all the stuff. And I get it. I put a lot of emphasis and rules and all this nonsense about an art medium, which is kind of lame. But I feel like most art mediums succeed when you have somebody who actually cares about it, can pull out this reference, like who really, like, you talk to this person, you're like, oh man, this guy, you can tell like this guy loves this shit. Nowadays, when you kind of tell people that you love something, they just kind of, and you start like nerding out about it, they just kind of shit on you, and then they take that same art medium and do the bare minimum with it and get more recognition for it, and as they're biting either your swag or another person's swag that came before them, and get more recognition for it, for the bare minimum, by the way, get more recognition from it than you. And it's so crazy. It's so crazy to me. But anyway, let me get back. I just it's a bizarre. We're in very bizarre times where it feels like being good at something penalizes you in a way. Like you get kind of shunned. Motherfuckers were talking about some fucking burger music. What the fuck is burger music? I mean, I know what it is. It's like people like Dax or not sure who else. Like the Tom McDonald kind of music. They were saying this about a guy like Slayer. That just goes to show how cooked we are. Like, I've been glazing this guy for a good bit now. Because he's like one of the few good artists that are out there, especially in the American scene. Because I've been heavy into Jim Legacy, you know. I was listening to him for like 6-8 months straight. Just that. I was waiting for his mixtape. This was all I was waiting for. And he dropped it. It was phenomenal. And I was the whole time I kept thinking, like, how is it possible that the Americans make such fun music? Like, you can tell, like, they enjoy that shit. They are hungry. Like, they are here for that. The Americans just all sound the same and don't make anything innovative, and it bothered me so much. Obviously, you really need to explore things to truly find some gems, which I admittedly don't really do. But I just find it crazy how you get the biggest bullshit recommended to you. No, it's just weird how you get bullshit recommended, people run with it. Like you it's like you telling yourself, yeah, this is nonsense. Why would I listen to it? Why would anybody listen to it? And people will actually listen to it, and they just run with it and claim that it's like the best shit ever. And you're like perplexed because it's like, is this a joke? This is what I've been thinking about. Like people like too slimy or something. And there's like even grown men endorsing, like grown people like genuinely endorsing the guy, being like, nah, he tied, like he's innovative and stuff. Thing is, maybe I should look up the definition of innovation, but does innovation always mean that it's good? It's supposed to be good? Maybe it sets a ground for something, because maybe it's in the sense where you tell yourself, okay, he made a different kind of sound. What if I just make it okay, he made a different kind of sound, but it sounds dog shit. Or what if I make it, I use him as an inspiration to make something significantly better. Maybe in that regard you could call it innovation. But I'm still not convinced. And every time I like stop to listen to like bits and pieces of his music, and he's the kind of rapper that people would have made fun of years ago. Like if it were like 2019, 2020, and they listened to a guy like Too Slimy imagine just Too Slimy in 2019. Who dropped the exact same music, he would have been on every single meme page. People would have, you would only have like a couple people being like, oh, yeah, he's kind of hot though, and people would just clown you. Nowadays, people are like dead ass. This is how low expectations have become for music, I feel like. Like, in what way am I supposed to take any of his music seriously? And I hate that I even have to say it, because it's people that who are like dead ass. They really say, like, they really think that it's sometimes I really think it's a joke. It feels like an inside joke where people are really like, yeah, his shit is hard. How? 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 It's ironic I say all this, especially with this whole copy stuff when I'm literally copying a whole artist right now. Um, but that's just part of the process, okay? The process of learning. And I don't really want to blame them for copying their favorite artist. That's just how it is, you know. That's just how, yeah. That's how learning usually works. Obviously, you copy from your artists. But getting to a point where it feels like there's nothing. They don't grow out of that learning phase, you know. I feel like for the keyframes should be good. I might have to extend it to add more keyframes. Yeah, there's nothing wrong in learning things and copying your artist, your favorite artist, to learn from them. Emphasis of to learn from them, because it just gets to a point where it's like, okay, come up with something. Like do something different, bro. Do something different, big bro. He animated that on once. Very interesting. Wait a minute. Does he immediately kick? Oh yeah, seems like it. I'm just directly copying off of it without any thought about the extremes and the in-betweens and blah blah blah. Maybe for the in-betweens, yeah, but putting a lot of emphasis more on the. But yeah, this I already drew this. I love this heavily inspired Silent Hill music. It's really good. Speaking of which, I really need to to play the game. Hold on, how was it? I love how he like just kind of enters the scene. Got some things on my mind, just about friends and stuff. Makes you think about how should probably hug each other more. It's a bit random that I say this, but I had a conversation about this with some classmates today. Very brief, but it's way more important than we make it out to be. We definitely need more contact. Yeah, call it gay or some bullshit. I don't care. I just think it's important. Reminds me of this trend, not another trend, but this thing that some guy did on Instagram that I saw, where he just goes up to random strangers. He asks them like, he tells them like that he had a bad day, and then he asks them if they can get if he can get a hug from them. And sometimes people get really hostile, and it's kind of sad. But for the most part, from what I've seen, they really get they actually give hugs. And to be frank, I don't think I'd be the type of person to necessarily hug somebody, since um, I'm actually not necessarily very comfortable with people hugging me. You know. But so interesting. Whenever I stop talking, it's not because I don't know what to say or something. It's just that I'm analyzing the animation in real time. Obviously, I made some proportion mistakes regarding the proportions, but I don't care. Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe we should do more hugs. You know, maybe we should do that. Anyway, I feel like most streams are just me saying the most random bullshit. It's not bullshit, but like it's just me saying stuff. Did I? Did I immediately go for the kick? Oh wow! Not even the build up. I just thought about the IDF edit. That sounds wild, what I'm about to say, especially considering the fact that I'm mentioning the IDF, but especially the sentence, the IDF edit. That sounds horrendous. That's like one of the worst sentences I've ever made. But it's like real. There's like an edit that the official IDF account made with SD Kid music, and the thing is, I like SD Kid seriously. I just hate how popular he has become. Not like I don't like the fact that he has become popular, because I want the guy to eat, of course. But I just hate what always comes with artists like rappers um getting famous, because it ends up being corny and bad all of a sudden. Like you bumped that shit like 3 weeks ago. How come it's dog shit now because a lot of people listen to it? That makes zero sense. And people go like, "Oh, I can't listen to it because now people on social media dislike it, so I have to dislike it too." Like what? Or like people on social media are kind of corny with it, so I can't be caught listening to a guy like SD Kid. Like what the fuck? Even when there was one day I sat down, like we had like art history class, and I set my phone down and the screen turned on, and I was listening to like his mixtape, his album, and immediately like a classmate of mine saw it and was about to say like tried to say something about it, and I just didn't care. I like the music, man. Like that's also because there's another guy in our school year who is kind of some kind of macho type of look, and he listens to the guy like he listens to SD Kid, and I'm like, I feel like people get easily quickly influenced by that, and I just think that what does that have to do with me though? Like, can't I just listen to the songs? Got a homeboy. He told me too. Like I told him, like I tried to put him on because I had listened to the album the same week we went out, like one Saturday, and as I told him as well, like yo, bro, you gotta listen to it. He told me he had already listened to it, and he said that it wasn't all that great. Like he said it was cool. I was flabbergasted because to me it was like the best shit I've heard in a good while, especially from the underground. obviously from the United Kingdom too. And then he goes, well, no, weeks later, we were like another friend's place. We're chilling, putting on some music on the TV, and he goes like, "Yeah, SD kid." Like this was around the time that where he was already kind of considered cringe and always bad or some bullshit. And he went like, "Yeah," like he tried flaming me about that, how he was actually like he was not that great and stuff. And I'm like, bro, no. I hate this mentality that people make. Like, this is like one of the things that I found the most disingenuous and least authentic, when people just suddenly hate on people because everybody just decided that it is time to do so. It's so lame, incredibly disingenuous. Hmm. It's just so good. He is so good. I have a hard time spacing this particular moment. Also, I'm also lacking a frame, of course, but yeah, let me add this one as well. It's crazy how popular SD Kid even has become. Like nobody was there. Like only the community. This is what. Okay, nobody was there when he dropped that mixtape, and I did tap in a bit later. This is one of the other things. One of the things where I regret not tapping in sooner, but because when I listened to that album, that mixtape that morning, it was so, like, I was flabbergasted. I was like, yo, I did not expect to. I didn't know what his music was like. I only heard of Four Raws, like a couple snippets of it, and maybe yeah, Louis V Sandals. Otherwise, I didn't know anything. Oh, and a Rottweiler, probably. And Rottweiler, man, when I listened to that shit, yo, like he like when he like that he was on flow state the first time I listened to it. I was like, yo, this guy is actually on flow state right now. It was incredible. um but those people weren't around when that happened, like that particular moment. It was because it was destined to the niche that it even came from. And that's like the peril of something going viral, that it always has to go through this bullshit where it just gets utterly um it just get yeah there's just people going, like, people are just hating and hating and hating for no reason, for no reason. I don't know what I'm saying. Well, it's just essentially people making something corny. It is admittedly corny, but I just hate what comes with the fact that people are corny. It's not the people themselves who are corny, but it's the people who respond to that corniness, acting like it's like some sort of sin to listen to SD Kid now. It sucks. It really sucks. love how expressive his, like, even the hands he manages to make so expressive. Like you really like I really like looking at the hands that I drew. But even his arms, like they're like complete sticks for the most part. And that's only pretending my sketch, because when I look at the reference, they're perfectly drawn. Like there's no issues with them. Like they have like the curves and all that stuff. See. Oh shoot. Yeah, I love it. I like it. Yeah, this is way more satisfying. Maybe the break is a bit too long. Maybe decrease it by 1 frame. Maybe there's some issue regarding the proportions. Maybe they pose a real problem. Because there's something about how it's like the ground changes, like the I don't know. It's like where they're positioned constantly shifts, and like you got one character nearly sinking at the end since I messed up the proportions. But I'll get better at it. Especially when they jump, it's like, I don't know. Or maybe the reference really also displays that kind of inconsistency that nobody necessarily really cares about at the end. But yeah, the jumps are like little hops. Now that I really look at it. Also, I need to fix that jump, the first jump where he does like the high kick, like this one, because when he lands, he immediately gets into position. That's because of the keyframe, of course, but thing is, it needs a cooldown kind of thing. Like he needs to feel the impact of him like landing on the ground, you know. Oh yeah, also let me just update the timeline. I thought that would pertain every. Yeah, I forgot you had to multiply all. Oh, select all of them. Already looks as rough as it gets, so seeing like blank frames like this makes it even weirder to look at. Anyway, so he does the. Oh, is his jump too high? Okay. To be fair, this is a small hop, so. So, it feels kind of strange, if I'll be honest. I don't know what that. I don't think I explained the IDF thing, but oh yeah, yeah, the SD kid or whatever, blah blah. So yeah, he's going in. He's viral, and he has like nearly 20 million monthly listeners, which is absolutely insane. But uh, it's just insane to think how it got to a point where he would actually have his music being used by a terrorist organization, essentially. Because the thing is, the fact that they use it, it's completely intentional. We know damn well why they used his music. Because it's like the innest thing right now, and using like military artillery on like dope music like this. Obviously, it's gonna attract a lot of kids. Aside from the fact that they're, no, I was gonna make a stupid joke, but denouncing obviously the IDF, but it's just so weird and odd to use this kind of music in particular that is going viral, that everybody's listening to right now, and using it for your own propaganda. Just music to spread propaganda. Just goes to show how do I say this? How impactful, how much influence just media has in general. I don't think most people fall for it, but then I get on TikTok, and you will have people generally saying shit like, "Yo, this shit is kind of hard though." That's how easy it gets to get manipulated by forces such as the IDF. I feel like when it comes to conversations like these, people immediately try to dismiss them by saying like, man, why does everything have to be so political, as if it's not the most important shit that we should be talking about right now. And now I'm saying all this stuff while I'm making a damn Jujutsu Kaisen study, but I think that's not something that should be dismissed at all, no matter the context. I just find it wild how like the cards of like the propaganda is so easy to spread around in different forms. And nowadays it's even scarier. God knows what they are capable, what more they're capable of. Not sure if it's correct. I just adjust it and I take another break. Feels kind of awkward, isn't it? Doesn't it? Just goes to show how sure if I should like do it like this. No. I swear I'll take my break. I swear. I'll just leave it like this. I'm already mostly satisfied with what I've done. Yeah, blah, SD kid, propaganda, IDF. Kinda insane. The life, the times we're living in. For other regions of the world, it is completely apocalyptic. I say that we live in insane times, but I eat and sleep in a first world country. It could go significantly worse than it is than it is right now. I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone right now. Hey, what? So I'm reading something. Bruce Dropping takes shots at Che via Twitch chat. Quote, Che is doo-doo water. Quote, doo-doo out of a cow's ass is Che's music. Now, Bruce might drop him off, feel like a streamer, isn't that? Because you have like a quote tweet saying, real human beings let streamers dictate their music tastes, which is also crazy, but it's just like I can't I'm thinking I don't necessarily like the way he's going on this because it really just generalizes what Che is doing quote wrong, which is why there's a reason why he said that do the water comment. But yeah, it is ass for starters because of how it's just a copy of something else and translated in the most inauthentic way you could. Like, it's a copy, like I said, it's a copy of a copy. It's a copy, yeah, it's a copy of a copy. And the copy and the real source, the thing that he copied from in question, is being implemented in the music in the most inauthentic and unresearched way possible. Because people see Rick Owens and just see, like, they only see a pair of Rick Owens and think that it's the most punk shit ever. They don't know anything. That's at least how it feels like. Maybe it is, but just that's the only thing that they have to show off when it comes to this whole punk aesthetic that they are trying to roleplay. And when you have a copy of a copy trying to do the same thing, trying to kind of innovate on the sound, because don't get me wrong, obviously you kind of elevate the Rage sound. I'm talking about Che right now. It still isn't all that great, because it just there's this thing that lingers in their music where you just think that yo, this is like just a copy. Why would I do it anyway? Yeah, Bruce is a hater, so I don't like agreeing to his takes, and I don't like the quote tweet neither, because he's right, but I don't like how terms like these are used, like in what context they're usually used. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, yeah, the guy isn't the most enjoyable music. To be honest, I should cut him some slack too. He's like, what, 19, 20? It's like a year or two younger than me. And in his defense, he's dropping whole projects and stuff, which is genuinely incredible for a guy at his age. And just that it upsets me that people just start something, you see something, and they just end there. It's it's like, that was something interesting that my teacher told me last year, my art teacher, which is that one time I tried making something for a project. This was like our very first project. When I showed him what he made at the end, when we had all our presentations, what he told me was that he could actually feel that I did not know anything about what I was trying to do, and that when it came to art, especially the contemporary art scene, that I needed to just be in the know, like just know everything, just to live that lifestyle. As in, like he made the comparison of football players being like, talking about like a real football, not that American bullshit. Like being like, oh yeah, did you see that game last night? Like be active, just know everything, know the references. Being like, oh, this reminds me of this particular artist who did this, and he collabed with this other artist who made this exposition here and there. Just know stuff, just be interested and like that stuff and care about it. This is all I want. And my maybe a year or two ago, this would have been like really obnoxious and pretentious thing to say, to come out of me. Maybe me a year or two ago would have said this is like the most pretentious shit that you could probably say, but I feel like now I have changed my opinion so much about this stuff that I started caring way more now when it comes to art in all mediums. Because when somebody creates something, it's like you can tell that they enjoyed that shit. They cared. And I feel like the underground just doesn't care. And that also goes to the mainstream too. It's just unfortunate for the underground because as they don't have they have zero recognition of from the general public. You'd think that they'd have way more freedom to create something, to create music without any restraints from the wildest types of inspirations that come out of their mind. Except that no, they just copy the same people every single time. And it's so disappointing. It's really disappointing. Oh, there's a Chainsaw Man drawing that I'm seeing right now, which reminds me of the end of Chainsaw Man being tomorrow, which is a bit weird to think about. Or maybe I should check out more of Jay's music. I just feel so disappointed of net spend. But maybe they're like completely different. Who knows? So my classmate is crazy. She stays at our school really till 9. Like this is when the school closes. But if school really if they let the school open till midnight, she would actually stay till midnight probably. Like she's really a workaholic, and I wish I. Wait, let's see interesting things right now. Okay, so there was a story that says the underground has been riddled with hate slop. Let's continue to push positivity. Then you got comments. There's one guy that's saying positivity, but we need standards. That's my whole point. All positivity to too slimy and blood and net spin. Holy shit, okay. Let's not encourage biting someone's style 1-to-1, then profiting off of that. That's all I'm asking for. And another one, underground riddled with inorganic cardboard cutouts. Basic what I've been saying. Really, that's really what it is. And people trying to plug themselves. Can we stop? Can we start with wiping out protect PFPs? These were the guys who were mostly hating on Slayer for some reason. And guess what? They are all fans of Bruce Jobbermouth. What a surprise! Shit and cupcakes and rainbows, blood. The world fucking suck right now. Well, I mean that's why we should be. We should be positive, bro. Whatever. Yeah. I don't get why this particular team is always really quiet. Anyway, been stalling for too long. Hold on. First of all, let me go on OBS. I need to. Maybe I can just go to the actual song. Kinda like Arc browser, but it has some problems that I feel like will never be fixed for whatever reason. That's just what usually happens with these kinds of programs. How long have I been streaming anyway? No, 30. I think this is gonna be the last 25 minutes that I'll be doing. Hold on. I'm unsure what he's actually doing with his left arm, because the smears are kind of cryptic in a way. Wait a sec. It's interesting. It already looks pretty nice, only having the keyframes, but I feel like having the in-betweens is gonna enhance the thing even more. Not to mention the fact that I didn't even set I haven't set any, like, the timing yet. turned off my mic because I won't explain it. Anyway, kind of confused by this animation right now. But it's okay. Nothing bad happened, by the way. But yeah. Just confused by this particular. There are some moments that are completely animated on once. I feel like at that point I don't really need to copy him like one to one, because that's kind of annoying. Hold on, it's a bit loud, isn't it? To be honest, I really like it the way it is right now. Maybe it's just me who has become kind of lazy, because I don't have the amount of patience I used to have when making animations. I feel like when I enjoy it like this, maybe it's an excuse that I'm making, but I don't know. It's better than doing nothing, at least. I've been doing nothing for a good while now, so some slack, will ya? I feel like the best times I've had when drawing was when I made drawings with other people, like the most recently speaking. Like even on Friday I made some drawings with a classmate. We drew some classmates and stuff, and it felt nice. I mean, I had already mentioned it, but just keep thinking back at it, and it was a really nice moment. Very, very sweet. Just yapping around and drawing people, drawing together. Not something that I've done very often. I'd have to rewatch that damn episode. It's so good. Looks awful. He's so good. He is so good. I'm unsure about the timing for this one. Yeah, maybe from that point on, I'm just gonna work on the timing. That's too much. It's so crazy how much it compensates with the frames. It mostly animates on 3s and 4s. Obviously, there are gonna be some 2s, but it's just so incredibly impressive to me. Sucks not having a lot of people understand these concepts. Because I wouldn't know who to talk about this with. There are not a lot of animators in general. Like, this feels like a feint. It's like he braces himself for this one, but he still has time to react for the upcoming kick. Reacts, boom. Then they get on. He blocks this one. Subversion. Blocks this one. Takes the right arm for the right straight. Interesting, out of all these moves, that this is the one that actually connects. Wait, what does it look like? The 2D camera. They look like they're sinking or something. It's kind of funny. Great. Maybe I should save as well. I tend to forget to do that. Oh, low battery. On my controller. I forgot to charge it. I always forget to charge it. Not bad. Yeah, at some point you notice that they kind of sink into the ground because I haven't established like a solid line where, you know, they where the ground connects. It's even more difficult when you have when you can't even see the ground. They keep bending their knees and moving everywhere, so it gets pretty complicated at some point. There must be like a build up to this one, isn't there? Like an anticipation. Oh, yeah, I also forgot about this. This is like one frame, isn't it? Oh. Interesting. His style is so detailed. Not really. I don't know what I'm saying. What did I do? keeps happening to me. Put it into the wrong position. There's like some sort of in between, was it in threes, maybe? Hold on. I love that pose just before he kicks though. That exchange. There needs to be more emphasis probably. I think there is something in between. Okay, let me do this quick. So I'm just gonna end it there. It's also interesting how consistently he manages to keep that style. I mean, that's the whole point, of course. But I don't know. It just satisfying. I'm just saying anything. Just satisfying to learn from other artists. I feel like it's way more important to learn from other artists by copying them in animation, like from other animators, than when it comes to like illustration. I used to tell a mutual who made like one animation because he was very inconsistent. I used to like he sometimes he asked me like what he was supposed to do, and since he worked a job and all that stuff, I kept telling him like, yo, you gotta continue and stuff, even if you're tired or whatever. Ironically enough, I ended up in the same position kind of. Because once I started going to school, so things kind of slowed down. Still posted for a bit, and then I never made actual animations. And now, like, it feels like I'm at ground zero to an extent. Obviously not trying to blame this on anybody. I don't like blaming myself either. I feel like that's just one of those things that just happen to anyone. So it's not an excuse either to be lazy or to justify me not posting anything. Again, that's something that happens to anybody. So yeah. Just that it's time to pick up things again. I'm really happy that I'm making this right now. The pose is strange. Maybe it's too expressive, I don't know. It's just so confusing. The something about the spacing that bothers me. I'll leave it at that. What if this is copyrighted? I'm not sure if I'm allowed to play this. There was one other song that sounded kind of similar. It's actually allowed to. Great. Yeah, I'll probably end soon because I really need to eat something. What song is it? Okay. I keep getting like a thing that says like copyright. They always show me the section where there was a copyrighted music. I have to like claim it or justify the fact that I can use it or something. But obviously I can't, so I just leave it at that. I don't have much to say this time for this break. I don't really need to use it neither. Obviously there are some issues and has mostly to do with the timing. Because to an extent it does look kind of awkward. I don't want to be too critical about myself. Just need to practice more. I wonder what I'll be animating next. I just love Katokosuke style. I'll probably reference like a live action video. Or maybe a move. So like the snappy, very keyframe oriented style. It's probably not the easiest style to master, but that's what I want to go for because I love. No, it's not that I love necessarily, but I just instinctively go for very detailed things. And right now, especially after not drawing for consistently for a while, and having a completely different, not a completely different, but a fairly different view on just drawing in general, it has brought me to the conclusion that I'm not satisfied by making every single thing look absolutely amazing and detailed and stuff, you know? Which is why styles like Katokosuke style they are from a key like from concerning the timing wise they are so minimal, and it's like he is so like he really um knows how to save his frames. And usually when you use fewer frames it can make animations look choppy ultimately no matter what you do, but he compensates that by making these really really snappy and slick and really good looking um, poses, very expressive. I learned so much. Like this is just the keyframe, like my version of his animation. This is just like the keyframe version too. But the original one is even better. Like I'm really satisfied with what I did right there. Such a peculiar style. I don't think it must have been inspired by maybe Yo Yoshinari. Not fully sure though. Because from what I remember, Yoshinari also had a style that was kinda snappy keyframe-ish, depending on what show you're looking for. But yeah, I mean, I would love to know his inspirations because I really like Kosuke's style, but I would love to have um, yeah, I would love to have his inspirations. I think that would bring me very um, closer to what I wanna look for in an art style. Anyway, yeah, I think I just abruptly ended here. Oh damn it! Oh no, this is not the song that's copyrighted. I think. Oh, that word looks so interesting. I don't even know where Urutsuki is in this one. Must be hidden somewhere, but it looks crazy. Anyway. I'll just end it here. Whoop whoop. Nearly 2 hours. Once more. Okay. Yeah, I'll be. Well, we'll see each other someday. Yeah, whatever. Fuck.